Well, they say third time's the charm. This is the second. I wanted to take this for you live because I don't know of any other way for everyone to hear it. And hopefully this one will be better. 120. Who wants to live to 120? Not many people. But one day when we were riding in the van, Wesley asked me about my upcoming birthday and said, "Grandma, how old are you going to be?" And I said to him, 120? No, I said 66. And he began to cry. He said, "Grandma, that's old. You're going to die." Well, to comfort him and make him feel better, I promised him I would live to 120. Now that may be a promise I don't get to keep, but I am going to see what I can do. I saw this devotion this morning, and it was from Rick Joyner, and it talked about age, and I just thought it was befitting that I share it with you. And hopefully in this rainy Saturday, you're going to enjoy it. And if you don't have time for devotions, this might be able to help you. It's called Seeking His Face, and it's week 14 of the study on the book of Revelations, again by Rick Joyner. In Revelation 1:16, John described the Lord. His face was like the sun shining in its strength. The sun's energy sustains natural life and makes it possible. The face of God also sustains all natural and spiritual life and makes it possible. As the Apostle Paul said to the philosophers of Athens, in him we live and move and have our being. We can recognize people in two ways, either by their face or by their voice. Unless someone has a unique factor about their hand, such as a finger missing, how many people could you recognize by just seeing their hand? We probably could not even recognize some of our closest friends and family this way. Yet, how many only know God because of his hand, what he gives to them? Chronicles 16:11 and Psalm 105:4 commands us to seek the Lord and his strength, seek his face continually. The hand of the Lord represents his power and provision. These are wonderful and to be sought, but we are called to seek his face as the main thing. If we just know him by his hand, then we will think that any hand that gives to us is him. We must seek his face. It shines like the sun because all life emanates from it. How do we seek his face? We seek to know him and his ways, not just his acts. As Psalm 103:7 tells us, he made known his ways to Moses, his acts to the son of Israel. It is wonderful to see the acts of the Lord, and remembering them is important. Israel was commanded to recount his deeds to each generation. However, there is a difference in seeing his acts and seeing him. Moses sought the Lord's face. Even with all the great works that he witnessed, he still asked to know the Lord and see his glory. Moses met with the Lord face to face as man meets with his friend. Exodus 33:11. I think this is why Moses had so much life in him, even at 120 years old. My goal life year. At 120 years old, his strength did not abate or his eyes dim. Moses has been with him so much that his mortal body could not even have died had God not taken him. We are told that his spirit will quicken our mortal bodies. Romans 8:11. The time spent in the spirit rejuvenates us. But the blessing of knowing him is greater than even physical rejuvenation. As Jesus said, eternal life is to know God. John 17:3. So I'm going to try to live to 120. How about you? Or die trying? Well, that's all for today. I remain your friend, Lana D.